Welcome back to Passionate Connect, where we explore the depths of love, relationships, emotional intimacy, and everything in between. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic that has been debated and discussed for centuries. Do women enjoy sex more than men? What does that even mean? And what are the factors that play into this idea? In this video, we're going to take a closer look at the science, the psychology, and the emotions behind sexual pleasure for women and men. So grab a seat, relax, and let's explore this intriguing subject together. 1. The biological perspective: anatomy and hormones. Let's start with the biological perspective. When we talk about sexual enjoyment, we can't ignore the role of biology, anatomy, hormones, and the natural design of our bodies. Firstly, let's talk about the anatomy. The female body is equipped with a complex network of nerve endings, particularly in the clitoris, which is often considered the epicenter of female sexual pleasure. With around 8,000 nerve endings, the clitoris has nearly double the nerve endings found in the male penis, which is around 4,000. This concentration of nerve endings makes the clitoris an incredibly sensitive organ, designed purely for pleasure. Secondly, hormones play a crucial role. Women experience fluctuations in estrogen and progesterone throughout their menstrual cycle, which can impact their libido and sexual enjoyment. During ovulation, when these hormones peak, many women report increased sexual desire and heightened pleasure during sex. On the other hand, testosterone, which is often associated with male libido, also plays a role in female sexual desire, albeit at lower levels. So, biologically speaking, women's bodies are highly tuned to experience sexual pleasure. But does this mean they enjoy sex more than men? The answer isn't so straightforward, which leads us to our next point: the psychological and emotional factors. 2. The psychological and emotional factors. While biology plays a significant role, we can't overlook the psychological and emotional aspects of sexual enjoyment. For many women, sex is not just a physical act, it's deeply tied to emotions, mental states, and the overall connection with their partner. Women often experience sexual pleasure in a more holistic way, where emotional intimacy, trust, and connection can enhance the physical sensations. Research has shown that women who feel emotionally close to their partner often report higher levels of sexual satisfaction. This emotional bond can make sex more meaningful and pleasurable, as it's intertwined with feelings of love, security, and affection. Moreover, sexual pleasure for women is often linked to mental states like relaxation, body confidence, and self-esteem. When a woman feels good about her body and her sexual expression, she's more likely to enjoy sex. This isn't to say that men don't experience sex emotionally, but the emphasis on emotional connection can be more pronounced in women, adding an extra layer to their sexual experience. So, while the physical sensations are important, the psychological and emotional factors are just as crucial in determining sexual enjoyment for women. 3. Cultural and social influences. Next, let's explore the cultural and social influences that shape how women experience sexual pleasure. Society's views on female sexuality have changed dramatically over the years, and these shifts have had a profound impact on how women perceive and enjoy sex. Historically, women's sexual pleasure was often ignored or repressed. In many cultures, female sexuality was shrouded in shame and stigma, with women being taught to suppress their desires. However, as society has progressed, there has been a growing recognition of the importance of female sexual pleasure, and women are now more empowered to explore and enjoy their sexuality. This cultural shift has led to a greater understanding of female sexual health, including the importance of communication, consent, and mutual satisfaction in sexual relationships. As women have become more empowered to express their desires and needs, their overall sexual satisfaction has increased. Socially, the rise of sex-positive movements and education has also played a role. Women today have more access to information about their bodies, sexual health, and pleasure, which has enabled them to take control of their sexual experiences. This knowledge, combined with a more open and accepting society, has allowed women to fully embrace their sexuality and enjoy sex in ways that were previously unimaginable. 4. The role of communication and relationship dynamics. One of the key factors that can influence sexual enjoyment for women is communication and the dynamics of their relationship. In any sexual relationship, communication is crucial for ensuring that both partners feel satisfied and fulfilled. For many women, being able to openly communicate with their partner about their desires, boundaries, and fantasies is essential for a satisfying sexual experience. When both partners are on the same page and can express what they like or dislike, it leads to better sexual chemistry and deeper intimacy. Relationship dynamics also play a significant role. In relationships where there is mutual respect, trust, and understanding, women are more likely to feel comfortable exploring their sexuality and enjoying sex. On the contrary, in relationships where there is a lack of trust or communication, sexual satisfaction can be diminished. So the ability to communicate openly and maintain healthy relationship dynamics is a key factor in determining whether women enjoy sex more than men. 5 misconceptions and myths about female sexuality. Now, let's address some common misconceptions and myths about female sexuality that can influence our perceptions of sexual enjoyment. One of the biggest myths is that women don't enjoy sex as much as men. This misconception is rooted in outdated stereotypes that view men as naturally more sexual than women. However, research shows that women are just as capable of experiencing intense sexual pleasure as men, and in some cases they may even experience more prolonged and multiple orgasms. Another myth is that women's sexual pleasure is solely dependent on their partner's performance. While a partner's attentiveness and skill can certainly enhance the experience, women's pleasure is also heavily influenced by their own mental and emotional state, as well as their understanding of their own bodies. These myths can create unnecessary pressure and expectations, which can negatively impact sexual enjoyment. It's important to challenge these stereotypes and recognize that sexual pleasure is a complex and individual experience that varies from person to person. 6. The science of female orgasm. Let's delve into the science of the female orgasm, a topic that has fascinated researchers and lovers alike for centuries. The female orgasm is often described as a complex, multifaceted experience that can vary widely from woman to woman to woman. Unlike men, who typically experience a single, short-lived orgasm, women can experience multiple orgasms in a single sexual encounter. This ability to have multiple orgasms is one reason why some believe that women may enjoy sex more than men. Furthermore, the female orgasm is not limited to just one type. Women can experience different types of orgasms: clitoral, vaginal, and even blended orgasms, which combine both clitoral and vaginal stimulation. Each type of orgasm can offer a unique and intense experience, contributing to the overall pleasure that women can derive from sex. However, it's important to note that the path to orgasm can vary, and it's not always a guaranteed outcome. For many women, reaching orgasm requires a combination of physical stimulation, emotional connection, and mental arousal. 7. Overcoming barriers to female sexual pleasure. While we've discussed the many reasons why women may enjoy sex, it's also important to acknowledge the barriers that can prevent them from fully experiencing sexual pleasure. Barriers such as stress, body image issues, lack of sexual education, and relationship problems can all hinder a woman's ability to enjoy sex. Additionally, societal pressures and expectations around female sexuality can create feelings of guilt or shame, which can further complicate the experience. Overcoming these barriers often requires a combination of self-awareness, communication, and education. Women need to feel empowered to explore their own bodies, understand their desires, and communicate openly with their partners. It's also important to seek help when needed, whether through therapy, sexual education resources, or support from loved ones. By addressing these barriers, women can create a more positive and fulfilling sexual experience, allowing them to fully enjoy sex on their own terms. In conclusion, the question of whether women enjoy sex more than men is complex and multifaceted. While biology, psychology, and culture all play a role, it's ultimately a deeply personal experience that varies from woman to woman. What's important is that women feel empowered to explore their sexuality, communicate their needs, and enjoy sex in a way that feels right for them. Whether it's through physical sensations, emotional connections, or a combination of both, sexual pleasure is a vital part of a healthy, fulfilling life. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of female sexual pleasure. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Passionate Connect for more insightful content on love, relationships, and intimacy. Until next time, stay passionate and stay connected.